Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, this is Editor Bob, say hi Bob. And today we are starting a brand new game which has actually just been released on Steam. It's Monster Sanctuary. So what I've seen on the Steam website is that this is a Pokemon game. That's about it. That's why I bought it. It was Monster Tame, and I thought, yeah, I want a piece of that. It's early access as well. I should mention that. So this might change. We're just gonna jump into it. Let me tame some kind of Wobalobala. That's what I'm hoping that I can tame, a Wobalobala. And yeah, let's just get on with it. An artist impression of a Wobalobala. Roar. Name your character. Oh, look at him. He looks fantastic. What's a good name for a noble monster hunter who also tames them and is probably quite, you know, sexy to the female kind? I'm gonna go with Keith. Keith, the sexy monster hunter. Monster Sanctuary is a land far from any other human civilization. Oh, look at that little guy with a flower on his head. While wild monsters are dangerous to humans, monsters raised by them grow loyal to their owners. Ash Ketchum is our hero. There's Ash Ketchum there. Look, he's saying bye to his mum. Most of the people of Monster Sanctuary live in the Keeper's stronghold. And it looks like they each have like their own slime or mushroom. Many of them learn to raise and train monsters. This little mushroom guy looks so happy. They call themselves Monster Keepers. That's pretty original, guys. Keeper of monsters. I see. Oh, look at them. Choose the familiar of your bloodline. Oh, look, we get to pick like either what were the Pokemon Go people? So we oh god, I can't remember. We had like Silly, Dopey, Greeny, and Doc, I think. We get either a toad, a lion, an eagle, or wolf. I'm trying to roleplay as Keith. What would Keith have? And I'm thinking Keith is definitely a toad man. So I definitely think we're going to have to go with Toad. He's really good with mana, and his health's kind of high. But everything else just is average, I think. But yeah, that's what we're going to go for. The Spectral Toad. Oh, look. And there's Misty and Brock. Among the most privileged monsters keepers, there are 4 permanent old blood... Oh, I didn't read it. Each of these bloodlines is aided by a spectral familiar. Those familiars are ageless protectors of their family, passed on from one keeper to the next. Also, our Toad's probably really old. Keith is just starting out to become a monster keeper, like his ancestors before him. As with all starting monster keepers, his journey begins at the Keeper's Trail. His bloodline familiar bears the form of a spectral toad. Name your familiar. Oh, brilliant, we get to name our familiar. I'm so happy. Yeah, so Toady McToadface. He's been with our family for a long time. Everyone knows him as just Toady. Or McToadface. Either or, that's who we're going with. Monsters are wild things. The only reason I'm helping you is the bond I share with your family. That's what Toady McToad says to us. And as you can see, there's a little box at the top where his little eyes are just, you know, like a little letterbox that he's looking out of. He doesn't seem too happy with us immediately. Is this the whole thing? Are we going to fall into a river and then he has to fight off a load of heroes? Most monsters are less inclined than me to help you. That is why you must always raise your own monsters. They will grow alongside you, just as I will. And they will fight for you. So, you know, if we ever get stuck in a back alley brawl, we can just, like, throw a toad at people. The best way to gain a monster's loyalty is to hatch it from an egg. Of course, you will have to fight to get those monster eggs. Look at the blob over there. I hope it, like, just kind of goes across and there's just, you know, just a big fat guy sat there. Oh no, look, there we go. It's a little slime. It's a blob. Initiate a fight by contact. We shall see if you will live up to your ancestors. Oh, little hoppy boy. Wow, we can jump really high. Look at this. I thought like we'd only be able to jump like this high, but no. Rah! Maybe. Oh, what was that? Was that a little toad fart? Okay, so we have loads of stuff to go through. Look, we have skills of Toady McToadface. Oh, look at this. He has so much little trees that we can go down. Oh my god, I'm so confused straight away. This is a bad game to try and get into when I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm guessing we can get up to like 6 of these guys. Like Toady McToadface will be our top one, obviously, and then we might be able to find like Wolfie McWolfface and Slimy McSlimeface, and of course the big Cheesy McCheeseface. Toady, what should I do? He's got such a little smile on his face. Oh no. Here we go. Oh. So I'm not really sure what that does. It just... Does it just bring you close to me? Oh! The blob is starting combat with me. Start combat, yeah, it's Toady McToadface, first blob. I mean, to say that he's our ancestors, like, spectral familiar and things like that, he starts at level 1. That's not very good, is it? Like, did our ancestors do anything with this? Has he just been sitting on his butt the last 20 years or something? Like, forgetting how to fight and stuff? Right, whatever. Let's start this combat. Right, Toady McToadface, I need you to go straight for the throat. We have a mud cannon. We have a bubble burst. And we have a tackle. Oh, God, it goes down really quickly. Oh, hang on. You can go left and right. So we have attack, items, and enemy info. Should we have a look at enemy info to this little blob? There it is. Let's throw some mud in its eyes. You've got your orders, Toady McToadface. Mud in his eyes. Yeah. Oh, look, it tells you all that anyway. Oh, well. Mud cannon! Oh, that was a good move, actually. I hit him, like, for 16, like, 5 times. Oh, look, he tried to hit us with water, which it looks like we are resistant to. So that wasn't very good, you sliming, blobby, sour-faced bitch. Right, tackle him! Go for it! Oh look, that thing that he does is a tackle, it isn't a toad fart, I knew it. And he's hit me with some arcane bolt, which, to be honest, did kick Toady McToadface's butt a little bit. He's steaming now though, so, you know, hit him with another mud cannon. That did pretty well last time. What's the 41? Is that like his mana coming back? Oh look, them bolts aren't doing us very well whatsoever. I feel like we can knock it out now. Is there any way that we can like throw a Pokeball at it or something? I'm just gonna tackle him out of there. Go for it, tackle. There we go. You've destroyed him, Toady McToadface. What do you mean 2 stars? I think we turned that out pretty well. Rare loot chance 30%, gold bonus 110%. Okay. We got an overkill of 8%, which is pretty nice. And we're just over half health left. Look, the enemy difficulty was 825. That's quite high. That's almost as high as I can count. And these are the things that we've picked up. We got a blob egg, which I'm guessing that we can, you know, hatch a blob. Consume to hatch a blob. So, what, does Keith actually consume this? Does, like, he eat it and it comes out of him like a face hugger? I'm not sure I'm into that kind of thing. It scares me a little bit. But yeah, let's just take it all. Go Toady McToadface! That didn't go up very high, but that's fine. That's fine. You did alright. There we go. You received a blob egg. Now you need to hatch it. Open up the inventory menu and try to hatch it. Right, I'm hoping this is like a sit on it for a little while type of hatching it. And as I say, I hope I don't have to stick it in my mouth and grow it in my tum-tum. Because I'm going to get a bit worried when it has to come out. Whatever way it comes out, you know. Right, so... Inventory, blob egg. Yes, hatch egg to receive a blob. Well, that was easy. There was no pain or anguish or pooping involved whatsoever. Named the monster. So we've got a slime, or a blob as they're called here, and I'm going to call him Fluffy, because, obviously, why wouldn't you call a blob Fluffy?